Hey, we're live. So, welcome to our weekly training. And today we're talking about how to sell on your lives, on your live streams. So, super excited for this topic because you need to know how to do this. This is an important part of getting clients online for your business and also of turning browsers into buyers. So, super excited to share with you today. And if you're anything like any of my clients, you may feel a little bit awkward about selling when you go live. Maybe you're not doing it at all, or maybe you kind of are doing it, but it feels a bit clunky. You don't know, if you're being too pushy. You feel like maybe you should sell more, but you don't know how to do it. And it all just feels really awkward and unnatural. If that's you, give me a yes in the comments to let me know, because certainly I've been there on my journey of feeling super awkward about selling on my lives. But here's the thing, we need to do it because your audience doesn't get many opportunities to actually hear about your offer. And there's something about sharing with your voice, your face, your energy that is so much more powerful than when you just share in a post. Plus, we have to remember only a tiny percentage of your followers are actually going to watch your lives. And then those that do are not going to watch every single one. And even if they do, they may not watch the whole thing. So we need to be selling and presenting our offer in amongst the teaching, the value, the stories, and all of those good, juicy things that make your lives valuable for your audience. So I'm going to talk to you about how to do that today. And not only how to do it, but how to do it in a way that feels authentic and natural for you. And this is actually something we dive deep into in my program, Turn Browsers into Buyers. And inside Turn Browsers into Buyers, it's all about the processes that you set up that take your audience and activate them and have them saying yes to working with you, to signing up, to jumping into your programs in today's marketplace. Even with the trust recession, even with all the things going on. And so that's the process that you learn inside of my mini program, Turn Browsers into Buyers, and it's a 60-day sprint. Now, what I'm going to do today is share a formula with you for how you can sell on your lives. And I'm also going to role model it to you throughout this video as well, as I have been doing in all of my recent live trainings. So you can watch this from two angles. First of all, getting the value and the formula and all the goodness. Secondly, noticing when I am talking about my program and how I kind of wrap that in. And look, people may have thoughts and feelings around this. You may be like, well, I don't like too much selling, it's off-putting, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But look, we're in business, right? And your people who are ready, and if you're giving lots and lots of value on your lives and teaching and giving them, helping them get quick wins right now before they've even paid you a cent or a penny or whatever, you earn the right to sell and to speak about your programs. My experience is people who are serious customers, they don't get put off, they don't get annoyed, they get it, they understand. And so you're going to find your way of naturally kind of inviting people in to take the next step in a way that feels right for you. And for some of you, it will be a little bit softer. For some of you, it will be more direct depending on the niche that you're in. But all of us get to learn how to make clear invitations and clear asks and invite people to take the next step. Because hear me on this, it is not the job of your followers to figure out how to do that for themselves, and they won't. They are too busy. We all have lives. We all have stuff going on. It's your job as the leader in your business, in your community, to share the next steps. You know, the invitation, if you want to take the next step, if you want to dive deeper into this is my program. This is how you do it. This is how, you know, reach out to me and I'll give you the details. So it is our job. We are not expecting our audience to, off of their own backs, think, I really enjoyed that live stream. I know I'm going to reach out to her and ask how I can work with her. Now, don't get me wrong, it happens occasionally. It does, and that's lovely. But you can't build a business that way. You've got to learn how to sell. You've got to learn how to sell. But this is great because it will develop you as a business owner. It will develop you as a person. It will give you confidence. Of course, it's going to absolutely blast your results in your business off the charts when you learn how to do this well, right? And, you know, maybe you're someone who's been in this game for a while. You have been doing lives, you have been selling, but it all feels a bit clunky. It all feels a bit awkward. First of all, know that that's really normal as we learn to sell and as we learn to have it be more natural. It comes with practice. It comes through the doing. And the formula that I'm going to give you today will really, really help you with this. So definitely hang on for that formula. And you're going to want to take notes as well on this. Okay? So let me know in the comments, where are you at with this? Do you find it quite comfortable to sell on your live streams? Do you do it on the regular? Anyone who is in our Turn Browsers into Buyers program is going live every week at this point, or should be, right? So you should have that habit in place. So then it's just knowing, okay, I get to talk about my offer. This is normal, it's natural. Let me invite people in. Let me bring them to the next step. And I will tell you this, you need to be talking about your offer all the time, because here's what we don't realize. We think, because we're always thinking about our offers and our programs, that everyone else is hearing that too and is getting the same level of exposure to our program, but they're not. They don't even know, right? A tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of the people in your followers, in your audience, in your group are actually seeing anything you post. So they will not be aware. So we need to be talking about what we're offering a hell of a lot more. Now, of course, we're going to be doing engagement posts. We're going to be letting people know a bit about us, you know, our personalities, our brands, our behind the scenes, what we care about, because especially in today's, you know, age, marketplace, time of AI, people want to connect with you. So they may buy the result that you are selling, and you need to be clear on that, and you need to be talking about it, the problem you solve and the result that you are selling. And the reason they'll choose you over a million other options out there is because of who you are. It's because of who you are. And that's actually really cool because, you know, there's not another you. There's just you in the world being you. And that's so cool because we get to be us. And that's what it means to build a personal brand. And this is what differentiates you from all the other people out there talking about it, is your unique perspective. You know, I've got clients who do Reiki as part of their coaching. I've got people who are living a sober, healthy lifestyle, and they've got this whole strong roots methodology. You ladies know who you are. But look, I've got clients who live in, there's me, I live in a rural farming community, right? And my coach is telling me, look, you need to talk about that stuff because it's interesting, right? And here's what we do. We tend to think, oh, there's nothing interesting about me, right? Well, this is what I think anyway. Why would anyone be interested in that stuff, right? To do with my health, to do with my lifestyle, my dog, the things I do on a day-to-day basis. To me, it just all seems very normal because it's my life. And I can't imagine why anyone would really care about that. I'm not some big influencer, right? But what I'm learning and experiencing and you will get this to do this too, is that people are fascinated by your life and what you're up to, your mundane daily moments. That's you, that's unique to you. Maybe you do yoga every day, maybe you meditate, maybe you love coffee, or whatever it is. There are going to be people who relate to that. Also, sharing some of your struggles, your celebrations, your behind the scenes, your progress. It's all really, really inspiring for the right people. And it will help people to know yours is the brand that they trust. You're the one that they want to invest with, because it's hard to describe, but it's that soul connection, isn't it? It's when we talk about your tribe and your people, this is what we're talking about. So what I'm doing with my ladies inside of Turn Browsers into Buyers, which is our 60-day sprint, we're about to do a visibility challenge, and we're going to be doing a lot more engagement posting on the personal profile to get visibility, really, and to connect with more people and bring them into your work and get more eyeballs on your stuff. So it's really, really exciting. But inside of that program too, I literally teach you the ultimate sales system for those of you who want a kind of smaller, more high touch business. And when I say smaller, you can absolutely make six figures, multiple six figures doing it this way. But what I'm talking about is you care about your people. You want to connect. You are up for building relationships with prospects and clients and the people that you serve. You are up for building community. And we do this in a way that I just really, really enjoy it. I actually really love it. So you get to spend your time writing, creating content, connecting with people, coaching, having conversations. And that is how you build your business. And it's really, really simple. And I teach you how to do that in Turn Browsers into Buyers. And it's all about activating your audience. It's all about getting those habits in place, those business habits that are actually very simple, but most people are not doing them. Most business owners are doing a whole lot of busy work, and they're spending hours and hours, and they're exhausted and burned out, but then they're wondering, why the hell am I not making monthly sales or even weekly sales, right? And I teach you how to do that inside Turn Browsers into Buyers. We also help you to build trust with your audience very, very quickly and activate them to actually say yes. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've heard people say, I've got the wrong people in my audience, no one's buying, I need to start fresh, I need more new leads. I've said this, we can all fall into this trap. And look, it's not, you do need some new leads, but honestly, you only need a handful of people. You only need a small amount of clients in order to earn really, really good money and be serving and just enjoying it. Have this be your full-time thing. Whatever income level you're going for, it doesn't really matter. Point is, you get to do this your way and have that freedom and work from home and enjoy it and all of the things, right? So I feel like I've gone on a bit of a tangent, but it is all relevant. And that is what we teach you inside Turn Browsers into Buyers. It's a 60-day sprint. We've got some ladies completing at the moment, and they have been getting beautiful results, bringing on clients, doing their weekly lives, building communities, getting engagement, making their dream client list of prospects, really showing up and being visible where they weren't before and actually moving the needle in their business. We've had people making their trust building offer, putting it out there, making sales. And my goal is for you to be making weekly sales, in fact, and to be really enjoying the process and then enrolling some people, bringing them through up into your higher ticket offers as well. So that's what we're up to. So if Turn Browsers into Buyers sounds interesting to you, send me a DM and I will get you all of the details. At the moment, the price is 111 basically, so £111 for the whole 60 days. And you get live coaching in a small group with me. We have a group chat. We have an amazing group of women. We have accountability. It is fantastic. It really is. So do come join us if you want that high touch, that support. I love helping you. get your business going, revive your dead Facebook group if that's something you're interested in, or you can build your community elsewhere. But we really love it, and it's so much fun. So send me a DM if you'd like the details. Now, one of the best tips I ever heard about selling from your live, here's what we can do, and this is what I used to do. Right, I used to teach, and then it would be time to talk about the offer, and I'd be teaching away, rocking and rolling. Now it's time to talk about the offer. Stiffen up like a deer in headlights. Oh my God, I'm talking about the offer now. And I'd go really stiff and robotic. And obviously that didn't sell very well because it was weird and it came across awkward and uncomfortable. So the best tip I ever heard that really went into my mind and changed how I did this was, when you talk about the offer, just have it be exactly the same as when you teach. There's no difference. So it's not like, oh, now I'm teaching and giving value, and now I'm talking about the offer and I feel weird because I'm asking for something, and all this stuff comes up. No. It's all one, right? I'm teaching. I'm talking about the offer. Both are valuable. Both are valuable. There's no kind of separation. That's how I want you to think about this. So you just very naturally talk about your offer whenever you are talking or teaching. It's part of it, right? It's part of the value. It's part of the next step. Those that want it will love it. Those that are not ready yet, that will be going in, it will be planting the seed. And if somebody doesn't want it, that's okay too, right? They still get the value of what you're teaching. You absolutely earn the right as a business owner to share your offer when you are showing up, giving trainings, being generous, being a generous expert, okay? Which is very different from an influencer, because you just get to be you, show up, share your system, your methodology, your experience, and that is more than enough. Okay, so that was the great tip I had. Just be the same whether you're teaching or whether you are talking about your offer, and that's all selling really is, right? It does take some practice. It's really normal to feel awkward at first, and just keep going, just keep doing it. You've done other things that have made you feel awkward. All right. Here is the really simple formula for how to sell on your lives, and you're going to want to take notes. By the way, please give this video a heart or a like. It helps more people see it, and leave me a comment. I love reading your comments. So say something in the comments. Give me a hello. Let me know you're here. Are you live? Are you on replay? And what are you getting so far? All right, so definitely want you to interact, because you get more out of it when you interact as well. Let's do the formula. Note this down. Okay, number one, make sure you have a really juicy topic to share on your live that your people want. So you've got to know your audience, you've got to listen to your clients, listen to the problems they're having. What are they saying, right? So I know some of my people are saying, God, I don't know how to sell on my live. Hence, we have this training, how to sell on your lives. Last week, we did how to revive a dead Facebook group and get 100 leads in 30 days. You can go watch that. It's in the guide section of this group. Point is, know what your audience want from you. Know what's on their mind. Know what is keeping them awake at night. What are those pressing problems they want solved? And how do they speak about it? Not how we think. How do they say it? That's why if you're new, I often have you go and do market research. And even if you're not new, it pays to do refreshers. But if you've been coaching a while, you'll be talking to clients and you can just hear it straight from them, right? What are they speaking about? What do they want solved? What results do they want? And you note that down and you pick your topics from there. If you're not sure, you can do a poll in your group, you can ask people, you can get feedback. What topics do they want you to cover? But we need a juicy topic that is relevant, because if not, no one's going to watch your live, and then it doesn't matter if you're brilliant at selling, because no one's going to watch it. So get that juicy topic, and then we want a hook, right? We want a really strong hook that they're like, oh, interesting, I want that. You can use ChatGPT, you can train it on how to speak for your audience, and you can come up with some really juicy hooks. A hook is just a headline. It's like a fishing hook that's gonna has some bait on it, and it's gonna catch the fish, which is your audience, your target market. And we want their eyes on your lives. We want their attention. So you've got to really think about those hooks. I do not want to see a single one of you, especially if you're in Turn Browsers into Buyers, do not go live without a headline. I'm coming for you if you do. I'm coming for you, right? We've got to have that juicy hook. We've got to then have that juicy description. So that's the starting point. Number 2, get straight into it, right? Look, it's fine to share a little bit of like you and your life and what you're up to, but we don't want oh, it's a really nice day today, and I'm feeling like this, and no, just let's get into the value. Your people's time is precious. They're there for a reason. So let them know, what are they going to get? Why should they spend their precious time? Otherwise, they're going to click away. So this is part of you learning how to be engaging, how to hold attention, how to give value. You got this, right? So get pretty much straight into it. Number 3, tell them the topic. Again, so like repeat the topic or the hook and tell them what's in it for them. What's in it for them? Why should they stay to the end? What will they get that's valuable? What problem is it going to solve? So remember, at the beginning of this live stream, I told you I'm going to give you a formula for this. And that's what you're getting right now. But I told you why stay and watch this live, okay? Number 4, state the problem and how it feels. So what is that problem they're having? So if you think back to the beginning of this live, I talked about how we can feel awkward trying to sell on a live. Like, it doesn't feel natural and it stops us from making sales. It stops us from bringing clients in. So that was the problem. I can't remember if I really talked much about how it feels, but I said it feels uncomfortable. It feels, you can feel that you're being pushy. That's the worry, right? So get into how they feel, because remember, this is an emotional game, right? We make buying decisions because of emotions. We want to feel better, essentially. So you are selling, helping them feel better. You're selling, solving a problem. So state what that problem is at the beginning and how it feels. Then number 5, mention your offer. Do you see how quickly, how soon on you're going to mention your offer? You may be like, oh my God, it's too soon. I'm going to scare them away. No, this is just a soft thing, right? So at the beginning, I said, inside Turn Browsers to Buyers, we do blah, blah, blah. It's just a quick mention. You're just letting them know. Remember, it's repetition. People need to hear it again and again and again. They need to be consuming your content. They need to hear it again and again to build that trust. So that was number 5. Number 6, you're going to teach. You're going to teach and give them some value, a formula. Your methodology for overcoming the problem you're solving on your live. You're going to teach, you're going to give value. It doesn't have to be a masterclass, right? It can be short and sweet, but what is that nugget of value? Sometimes it's just a story, right? Sometimes it's a shift in thinking. Sometimes it is a formula like this one. Number 7, guess what? You're going to talk about your offer again, but this time you're going to talk about it more in depth. So why should they care? What's inside it? What do you do? What kind of results are people getting? So you're going to expand on the offer there. And you're going to include a call to action. So what do they actually need to do to come and sign up with you? Do they need to send you a DM and get the details? Do you want them to comment a word below? Like, what is that? Okay, so that's just your call to action, and it can be quite a soft call to action. Again, at that point, it's, you find your style with this. So maybe a soft version of this is, if this is something that calls to you, would love to explore further, send me a DM and we'll have a chat, no pressure. Just exploring. You find your words for it, right? Number 8, you can share a relevant personal story or a client result, right? So share a story or a client result. And in truth, you could do this step earlier on if you wanted. Near the beginning, you could share a powerful story that is relevant to the topic or a client result. And you can even do it more than once throughout the live stream, depending how long you want your live stream to go for. If this was more of a sort of a masterclass, we'd be sharing several client results throughout, peppering those in. But a really on point story can help people to connect. We buy through story, we relate through story. So, you know, I've got a little story and I'll share that with you at the end, but I'm going to give you the rest of the formula first. So, you know, we want to include some stories, some stuff about your clients, that kind of thing. Where are we? Number 9. Oh, guess what? We're going to talk about the offer again. So here again, you mention the name of your offer. You talk about some more results that they can expect inside. What's different about your thing, the way you do it? What do you love about it? What do your clients love about it? We're nearly there. Number 10 is summarize what you taught. So summarize, I'll show you this in a minute. I'll summarize what we've gone through. And number 11 is you are going to invite them to take action. So if you've loved what you heard about turn browsers into buyers and you want to activate your audience and make weekly sales, reach out to me and I'm really happy to share the details with you. You can still come in for £111, which is a crazy no-brainer price for what you get inside of that program. I promise you the value is way, 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 way more than the price. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM. And that's what you're going to do, is you're going to invite them to take action. Now, if you want to, and it's genuine and authentic, this is also where you'd let them know about any urgency to take action and or any scarcity. Now, this is not like a tactic. This is not like, oh, let's pretend that, you know, there's some urgency or you know, so you wouldn't be like, oh, limited spaces if there weren't limited spaces. It's got to be real, it's got to be genuine, but genuine urgency, it might be that the price goes up on a certain day, and so you're going to share that, you know, if you want to get in at this price, it's going to be going up on such and such a day. You're just letting them know. If you have literally only a couple of spots available, you can let them know that. So for example, for my high level offer, which is a done with you strategy and copy service in your business, where we work on messaging, we create copy together and posts, and I help you with the strategy and I link arms with you and I partner in your business. That's my highest level offer. I only have one spot left available for that. And that is going to fill. And so that's genuine scarcity. That's not made up. That's not pretend. That's because I'm one person and there's only so many people that I can work with in that way at a given time, because that is a big commitment of my time, my energy into somebody's business. And by the way, if you are interested in that, absolutely reach out. We will have a chat. But that's genuine scarcity. So if you are limited, if the spaces are limited, you can share that. So there we go. So that was your formula. There were 11 steps. I'm going to summarize for you in a minute. And just to share, you know, my little story. So I washed my hair this morning, so it's all a bit crunchy. But anyway, my little story, I actually found the video of my first ever live the other day. It was about 10, 11 years ago, and it was in Miami at a event that I was at with my first ever coach. It was in this really luxurious hotel on Miami Beach. It was around Christmas time, so there was a Christmas tree in the background, and oh boy, was it awkward. I was so stiff. I looked like a robot. I cringed watching it. Oh my God. But the point is, I did it, didn't I? And I went live, and you know, we all start somewhere. So whatever's feeling awkward for you right now, if you're newer and you're getting in the habit of going live, or if you're much further along, maybe like me, you've been doing this for a number of years and you just want to get really good and natural at selling on your lives, don't worry if it's awkward at first, right? Just work through the awkwardness. You will expand, you'll get good at this. It only comes through the doing. It's that whole mastery piece, isn't it? So I hope this was useful for you. Was it useful? Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I really, really hope it was. I've got all my drinks over here. I've got my Costa coffee, I've got my water. It's been a really intense week, so lots going on, lots of personal stuff. Plus, I'm doing the 5 posts per day over on my personal profile. Go have a look. If you want to jump in with me, let me know. Like, we can do it together. All right, ladies, let me summarize what we talked about today. So we talked about, why it can feel so awkward to sell on our lives. I gave you some tips about making it more natural. I let you know this is a skill and it's normal that it feels awkward at first. But I also told you why you absolutely need to be doing this. And especially in the age of AI, AI can make fake videos now, but it can't go live as far as I know. So, this is how you show people you're a real person, you connect with your audience, your people. Going live is going to become so important this year into next year. Live streams are huge. So definitely make sure that you are developing this skill. And then our formula, just real quick, I said, make sure you have a juicy topic and hook. Get straight into it. Tell them the topic and what's in it for them. State the problem and how it feels. Mention your offer. It's number 5. Number 6 was teach. Number 7 was talk about your offer again, including the call to action. Number 8, share a relevant personal story or client story. Number 9, talk about the offer again, including a call to action. Number 10, summarize what you taught. And number 11, invite them to take action with you again. And that's it, ladies. So, how was today's training for you? What are you going to do as a result? Because it only makes a difference if you actually implement. And that's what we do together inside Turn Browsers into Buyers. It's all about the implementation. You are going to work and focus on the things that actually make sales, that actually move the needle in your business. Instead of busy work, you are not going to be faffing around, spending hours and hours on a website or, twiddling around in Canva. Not that there's anything wrong with those things, but they are not direct client creation activities. I'm going to teach you how to do your power hour every day. You are going to be connecting with people. You're going to be building a client list of business. This is a business asset. It's different to an email list. You're going to be making relationships so that when AI comes in, you're going to be good, you're going to be set, and you get the freedom of being a coach that actually has clients, that actually makes really good money, whether that's 5K months, 10K months, 20K months, whatever it is you're going for. Doesn't matter as long as it feels good to you. And the way I do this, I'm not into burnout, not my thing. We do work, we do some what I call healthy hustle, right? So there's a little bit of work, but it will actually bring you results. I'm into helping you create a boutique business, one that you love, one that's based on connection. Somebody called it a cozy business the other day. I think that was Kath. I love that. A cozy business. Beautiful. All right. Send me a DM if you'd like the info on Turn Browsers into Buyers. Also happy to answer your questions on this topic. So you can post them in the comments or you can reach out. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you over on my personal profile too for the 5 posts a day. 5 a day we have here in the UK, right? And it's like 5 fruit and veg a day, but we're doing 5 posts a day. All right, I'm going to stop rambling. Love you. See you later. Bye-bye.